everyone. So in this lecture we are going to discuss the question from ring theory. So this question is from NET JRF June 2015 and question number is 87. So let's start with the question. So let C01 is a ring of a continuous function. C01 is a ring of all real valued continuous functions. So that is set of all functions from close 0, 1 to R, and this function is a continuous function, and this is a ring under simple addition of component wise addition of the function and component wise multiplication of the function. Then which of following statement is true? So your first option is C01 is an integral domain. So we have to identify whether this is an integral domain or not. So if we will consider simple example f of x, which is x minus 1 or x minus 1 by 2, whenever x is less than or equal to 1 by 2 and greater than or equal to 0, and 0 whenever x is greater than 1 by 2 and less than or equal to 1. You can easily verify this function is a continuous function, and we can consider g of x, which is 0 and x minus 1 by 2 whenever 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 less than x less than or equal to 1. Then obviously f and g both are member of C01, and f is a non-zero, g is also non-zero, but if we will take f into g of x, this obviously is zero function. That is, there exists two non-zero element in this C01 whose product is 0. Hence this C01 is not an integral domain, implies it is also not a field. So your first option definitely false option. Second option is the set of all function which are vanishes at 0. That is, if we will define I at f belongs to C01, then at f alpha, f at 0 should be 0. So we have to verify this ideal is a maximal ideal or not. So for this, if we will define a function phi from C01 to real line, this ring R, such that phi of f is equal to simply f0, you can easily verify this is a ring homomorphism, and this mapping is also onto mapping. And then by first fundamental theorem of ring homomorphism, C01 by kernel of phi must be isomorphic to R itself, and kernel of phi is defined as the set of all functions belonging to C01 whose image should be 0 element, that is f0 should be 0, that is the ideal generated ideal given by I. So we have proved that C01 by I must be isomorphic to real line, hence, and real line is a field, hence I must be a maximal ideal. Since R by I is a field, implies I must be a maximal ideal, and it is also a prime ideal. So your second option definitely true. This ideal is a maximal ideal. And third option is the set of all functions which are vanishes at 0 and 1 is a prime ideal. So C option is, if we will define say J, set of all function from C01 with f0 is 0 and f at 1 is also 0. So we have to check this is a prime ideal or not. So simply if we will take a function f of x is equal to simply x, obviously belonging to C01 continuous function, and g of x we can define x minus 1 again belonging to C01, and f and g both does not belongs to this ideal J, since f is not 0 at 1 and g is not 0 at 0, but f into g of x, which is x into x minus 1, already member of J. So f into g belongs to J, but neither f nor belongs to J, hence J is not a prime ideal. So this is C option is also false option. And your D option is, if f belongs to C01 such that f of x to the power n is a 0, implies for all x belongs to 0, 1, implies f is equal to 0. So we have to verify this condition for all x belonging to 0. So given that f of x all power n is a 0 for all x belongs to 0 1, so this implies by definition of a multiplication of the function, a component wise multiplication of the function, so this implies f of x into f of x into f of x is a 0 for all x, since each fx is belonging to real line and real line is an integral domain, so this implies f of x must be 0 for all x belongs to 0 1, and obviously implies f should be a 0. Or you can directly verify that the nilpotent element in this ring is only 0 element, so this f should be a 0 element, so your D option definitely. So hence your final answer is B and D answer.